Hello, everybody. Today we're going to talk about the creation of the world and the universe. The creation of the world and the universe, which is everything that you see when you look out of the window at night. What you're looking at is the stars. And if we want to say how stars in the sky, you're looking at the stars. And you're looking at, in the daytime, you're looking at the sun. And then at night, you're looking at the moon. And then we're all a part of that. And we're all here, as you know, on what we call Earth. The question of who created the world and the universe is one that has puzzled human beings for centuries, for years. People have come up with a wide range of answers to this question, and they'll range from the scientific explanations to religious beliefs. Scientific explanations would be explanations that are studied by scientists in a laboratory or in whatever method they use. And of course, religious explanations are what we believe about God and the existence of a supreme being or deity, as we like to use the word. Let's explore some of the more popular answers to the question of who created the world and the universe. Scientists, again, has been studying the universe for centuries, trying to understand how how all of this, when you think about it, how all of this came about. And that includes everything. That includes the earth, that includes the moon, the sun, stars, grass, butterflies, and of course, us. How did we come about? So scientists have first been studying that, trying to understand how it came about. And one of the more popular explanations that scientists use, they call it, they call it the Big Bang. Big Bang. A bang is something that sounds pretty loud, um, and they call it a theory because nobody really knows for sure. But they call it the Big Bang. That's something that was pretty loud, or an explosion, or when you hear something that comes together, that fuses together, it becomes important to understand. Now, this theory suggests that the universe, this world that we see, it suggests that the universe began as a tiny dot, tiny point. So it started with this a little point right here, this yellow mark, and then from that yellow mark, it exploded into what they're calling the Big Bang. So this little dot started, and then it just blew up. It blew up into different items or particles, they call them, or atoms or debris, cosmic debris in the sky, and it just blew up. And of course, this tiny point right here, this tiny point got got exceptionally hot, and then of course, uh, as the universe began to expand, that means to spread out. Uh, it had infinitely dense matter. Matter is what we're made of. It's the stuff of the universe stuff, of the world stuff, of planets, called matter, and as well as energy. So we're made of matter, Matter, and we're also made of energy, Energy. So we're made of matter and we're made of energy, which expanded rapidly in the Big Bang. That means that this explosion kind of threw out a lot of matter and a lot of energy over billions of years. And we're talking about over billions of years. If you understand a billion, you probably heard the word million, and you certainly have heard the word thousand. But when we're talking about an explosion that led to the formation of the stars, a formation of the sun, the formation of the creation of the moon, the creation of the earth, and the creation of everything that's on earth. That's what we're talking about. This creation of everything on earth as a result of the Big Bang. And that's what we're talking about. And then, of course, galaxies, you got universes, then you got galaxies. You may not understand that. You got stars, universe, galaxy. So we put, stars would be number one, number two in there. Within, let's start with universe. Universe would be number one. And then number two would be stars. And then the sun or the earth, well, the sun is our star for our Milky Way, or our galaxy. And then, of course, all of this makes up what is called a galaxy. These galaxies are very important to understand the universe in which we live. And then, of course, that includes the earth. We are in that. Of course, now that's the scientific understanding of how the world came into being, or how the universe came into being, how the sun came into being. And that's the understanding that most scientists have. Well, let's take a look at the religious beliefs around how we came. Let's erase this, and we're going to come back to it. We'll come back to this in a minute. Let's just erase this. Well, the faster way to do it would be to highlight it like this, and get rid of it this way. We'll clear that part, and then we'll come back and clear this part. And all right, and then we'll clear this part right here. With our eraser. So we'll come back to the religious beliefs. And there's some definite, what do I mean by religious? I mean the idea that there exists God, which is a question mark for some people. And of course, your parents or your friends or people you know may have taught you. You may go to church, or you may talk to pastors or preachers who usually represent particular religious beliefs. And of course, these religious beliefs. So let's talk about what is the religious beliefs. Now, many people around the world, when I say around the world, I'm talking about all of this. Many people around the world have different religious beliefs about how the world came into being. They believe in what is called creation. 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 That God created the world, and that God earth, and that God created the universe, and God created the sun. And the whole notion is about, uh, even in Christianity, which what many of us in this country believe in, for example, it believed that God created the universe in 6 days. 6 days. And that's in the Bible, in the book of Genesis, 6 days. In Islam, it is believed that Allah created. Which is another word for God in Islam, which is another religious belief, that God created the universe and everything in it, and that humans are responsible. Both religions believe, denominations believe that humans are responsible for taking care of the world. In Hinduism, it is believed that the universe was created by Brahma. Brahma is the creation of all things. So when you look at the different religious beliefs, Christianity, we're talking about God slash Jesus Christ, which is what most people believe in this country, and then we have then we have in Islam, we have what we call Allah, which is the name of their God. And then in Hinduism, we got Brahma. Brahma. These are all names for God. All of these are names for God. And then we're saying that creation, the universe, the sun, the earth, and everything in it was created in 6 days. And this is Christianity primarily that says that, in 6 days. And then there are other religious beliefs that God created the world. Allah, and in Islam, and um, uh, Hinduism. So I'm really naming three of the living religions of the world: Christianity, and then Islam, which is another, and then Hinduism. These are just three. There are other living religions in the world. And one of these days, we're going to talk about some of those in one of our videos. And they're saying that all of this, including the stars, the moon, the earth, and the sun, and we included, were created by a God. And that God, in Christianity, God slash Jesus, and in Islam, which is the second leading religion in the world, we have Allah. And then in the third living religion of the world, Hinduism, we have Brahma. So these are the three religions of the world. So we're going to kind of get rid of those. We're going to clear these out. And so now there are other theories about the creation of the world too. We're going to look at them, those briefly. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time on those religions, on not religion, but on other beliefs or other theories. And we call them theories. That means that they have not been proven as a fact, at least yet in any way. So these are other theories that we're going to look at before we close the subject here on the creation of the world. And all right. let's look at other theories, some other views, if you want to call them, some other views uh, about the creation of the world. Aside from religion, aside from the scientific explanations, there are some other theories about the creation of the world. Uh, some people believe that the universe has always existed. In other words, everything that you see here, have always existed, and it just uh, came in. It was when we came, it was here, and there was no single moment of existence. Others believe in the concept of what they call intelligent design, and everything in it was created and designed by an intelligent force. And that intelligent force, whatever it is, whatever it is, was, uh, whatever it was, we'll call it, because we don't really have an answer for the name of it. But whatever it was, it created all of the world and created the universe, the stars, and the sun. It was probably an intelligent force, a smart force, and that brought all of this into being. And of course, nobody can dispute that. That's one of the theories. So you got the theory, all of these are theories of how the universe, Big Bang theory, the religious theory, or the scientific is the Big Bang theory, then the religious theories, as well as other theories that speaks of intelligent design. In conclusion of the question of who created the world and the universe, is a age old question. Is one that may never be fully answered. It might be remain a mystery. While scientists continue to explore the origins of the universe through research, experimentation, as well as religious beliefs and other theories, offer their own answers to this question. Ultimately, the answer to this question may be different for each person who looks, depending on their beliefs and their values. What is the most important, or what is most important, is to continue to explore and learn about the world around us and to respect and appreciate the diverse ideas and beliefs that people hold about the creation of the world and how it came about.